Roll them.
So this is the Maudie house where the 10 Maudies grew up in McIntyre here.
And Edward was born in 1924, and we married in 1955, and we lived here for 7 years, and then we moved to Indiana.
So we moved to Indiana in 1962, the summer of 1962. I lived here till I was 5. And
Karen was 6 when we moved to Indiana, and we lived in Indiana for 7 years.
Yeah, just talk about this house.
Talk about this house. Give us the story.
Right where we're standing now, there was a road.
I'm going to pan. This is a road?
Yeah.
And you remember the road?
This is where I learned how to ride my bicycle on this road. I would go up there and I would ride it because I come down here and I missed a bridge once and went right into the creek.
Okay.
Because I couldn't turn it. And, you know, there was a big creek next to the house. And this side, we lived in the right half of the house. It was a duplex when I was little. And my mom and dad and me and Karen lived in the house. My mom and dad and me and Karen lived in the house.
Because of the microphone.
And then the other side was empty. And we had, that's where we got our bath because there was a big wash tub.
We ended up renting that side and putting the washer and the dryer and the hot water tank in there.
Yeah.
And so we rented the whole house for $22 a month.
Wow.
And that included water and electric.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Yeah, and we had to pump our water a little bit, and the coal. We had a coal stove.
And you had an outhouse?
A big pot-belly stove, a 2-seater outhouse in the back.
No indoor plumbing.
Tell us the outhouse story.
Yeah.
I heard
I'll just tell you that there was an outhouse back there, and at night we had a big jar that we used, so we didn't have to leave the house.
It was a pot.
Oh, yeah.
They called it the slop jar officially.
That's what it was, yeah.
So if you had to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, you used that.
And you emptied it in the morning before everybody got up.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. And so, yeah, this was a great house for us. And there was a couple houses here. The church is right up over the hill.
And the company store.
The church.
Company store is on Main Street.
And any memories that Edward would tell you about this house?
Not really, no.
Okay, I was wondering about that.
Well, he would tell you that, like his whole family lived in this house. 10 kids and his mother and father.
And two little bedrooms.
And they had boarders.
So how did it, when my dad was here and all, and then between that, they moved away and then you stayed at the, was there any break?
Edward lived in his house from the time he was born.
Wow.
He lived in his house.
Until the time he met and lived? Wow.
Isn't that long?
Yeah.
Except for when he was in the Navy.
Well, yeah.
So, yeah.
And
this is home. This is home.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
And $11 a month.
Yeah.
22.
Or 22.
The whole house.
Oh, yeah.
It was 11. Gretzix used to live next door to us, and when they moved out, then that's when we took over the whole house for $22 a month.
Okay.
Did you ever raise your rent?
No.
How were the neighbors?
The neighbors were good. Gretzix was great. They were really good friends. And then they had a barracks over there with 10 families in. It's just like an army barracks.
Yeah.
Well, where would you shop in those days? Like buy your groceries
there was a grocery. There was the
company store. Was the company store still open?
And then they had the post office had a little deli store.
Okay.
But I never stopped at. I only shopped for like milk and bread at the company store because we always went to Indiana to shop.
The company store was like a small, like a 7-Eleven or a Sheetz.
No,
like
they had everything.
Small, like when I was little.
No, they had gas, they had furniture, they had appliances, they had you didn't have to go out of McIntyre to get what you wanted. It was all right there.
So you had a mailman come every day?
No, the post office.
Post office. So you went to the post, you had a post office box.
Still have to do that
Get
now,
to the
doesn't
post
she?
office box.
I would think she'd have to go to the post office here, wouldn't she?
I don't, probably, but it's down there by the memorial thing. Yeah.
So what did you have in the backyard? Did you have a garden?
Yeah, we did. We had a garden, and they had on the side. Edward made a swing set for them. He had a what do you call it?
Teeter-totter?
The teeter-totter.
Teeter-totter, and he had one of those little round things that you want, a merry-go-round.
Yeah, like
merry-go-round.
Spinning toys.
He made all that
Spinning merry-go-round.
Yeah. He made all that.
Teeter-totter,
Cool.
seesaw, swing. He welded it all.
Yeah.
When we were kids, my dad hung teeter-totter and swings in our basement on Morgan Avenue. Do you remember that?
Yeah. So a lot of kids, neighborhood kids came and played here?
Not a lot, but they did. There was a few. These were older people.
Two friends that I remember were Sissy and Stinky were their names.
Sissy and Stinky.
Yeah.
McKendricks was their last name.
Sissy and Stinky.
But there was those girls up here, those oh, what's the name at the corner of the house? Gary. The Gary girls used to come.
Oh, they lived up by the
Rosemary.
church.
Yeah, they lived right
Isn't
by
that
the
funny?
Okay.
You remember those like all those years ago?
Yeah.
So seems like life was good.
It was great.
It probably
It was,
was.
it was
And this
very
road right here was
simple, but
actually
good.
made out of coal, wasn't it? Like crushed coal. It was just like a coal.
Oh, the pathway?
Yeah, the road.
Okay, I can
The
believe
road.
that.
Yeah.
Coal road with a
This
wooden
looks like-
bridge, and we
this
would
looks
sit
like
on the
the
bridge,
fence
so when the
that
cars
Edward
would
put
come
up.
into
Oh,
the
that same
neighborhood, we
fence?
would bounce
be.
like it was a ride.
Okay.
So
We'd
this
go
looks
around.
like the fence that your dad put up for you guys to keep you in the yard.
That could be, because look, it looks pretty rusted.
I don't know. I'm not sure, but he had a fence like that up.
Yeah, this outside part of it might be what he put up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
These outside posts.
that looks pretty old.
So did you have any animals like pigs or
A
chickens
dog.
or anything?
We had a dog.
Okay,
That's
you
all
had
we
a
had a dog. Pal.
okay.
Yeah, his name was Pal. He was a hunting dog, a beagle.
Okay. What kind of dog?
A beagle.
Okay.
Beagle.
Yeah.
And you said Pal?
Pal was his name.
Pal.
We had a dog named
P-A-L.
Pal. Remember
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What was the other dog that Karen went and crawled into the
That's
dog
the
house
one.
with?
That's
that was
the
Pal.
one.
And
We had a dog
lost her,
show,
and
and we
when
couldn't
she
find
woke
her.
up
She
the
was in
next
the dog
day,
show.
she was
Karen
in the
and Joyce
dog house
were
with
here.
the dog.
No other kids
Wow.
were born here. Okay.
Yeah, just Karen and I got to live here.
So you want to move back?
No.
What if they?
Thank
what if
you.
they offered you 22 a month
No,
again?
no, I still wouldn't do that. No, they could give it to me free, and I still wouldn't do that.
Okay, okay.
So how would she mow the grass? Like, you know,
That's
take away
right.
her joy of
Okay.
mowing the
All right,
grass.
I'm gonna turn off.
Okay, shutting it off.